In this video, I wanted to give you a real world example of how we can take advantage of our new SVG Silhouette Studio file converter here. And so here we are in Inkscape and we've created some artwork and we want to turn this into a hype chain. And so we could do this very quickly and easily now with this tool. So we've created our artwork here in Inkscape. We have all of our parts colored here in Inkscape, and you can see we have all of the individual parts that make up this hype chain design. So now what we're going to do is let's go ahead and minimize this, and we'll go ahead and minimize Bambu Studio here for a moment. And let's go ahead and take our ASU SVG file and just drag and drop it here to the tool. And it will automatically create a 3D model for us, which we could see right here. And then we're going to go back into Bambu and we'll go ahead and open up that file. So we'll hit File and Open. This works the same on a PC and Mac. And this will open up our file. Now it looks a little strange right now because all of the parts are the same extrusion thickness and all of the same Z height. And we're going to go ahead and modify that. But we have all of our parts have the same name as they did in Inkscape. And this would be true if we were using a Silhouette Studio file as our source as well. This process would be exactly the same. So with all that said, let's go ahead and show you how to turn this into a hype chain now. So we'll start here by setting all of our extrusion values. So for our back plate here, we're going to make that an extrusion of 8. The outer border ring here, let's go ahead and set that to 2 thickness. And then our white back plate, we will go ahead and make that 2 as well. And then our Hornets text here, let's go ahead and set that to a thickness of 5. And then our gold ASU, we are going to set that to a thickness of 2. And then our black ASU, that is going to be a thickness of 1. And then finally here, the ASU ring, let's go ahead and make that a thickness of 2. So now we have all of our various thicknesses, are called extrusions, completed. Now we have to go ahead and set up all of our Z heights. And now this part, obviously, it's going to take some time for you to learn, but no matter what 3D modeling software we're using, we really need to understand those Z heights. So let's go ahead and go through it here. So to start with, we're going to set our outer ring. We'll go to the Move tool to set that Z height, which in this case is going to be 9. And then our white backplate here, we are going to set that at 8 for our Z height. And one thing to point out, because that's at 8 and the other was at 9, notice how there is a little bit of a recess there. And I just think that kind of adds to the look of this particular design here. Now the Hornets text, I wanted that to be kind of pronounced. So we're going to set that Z height at 11.5. And so you can see there, going to give a nice little stick out there, and that's really what I wanted for this particular design. Then the ASU ring, we're going to set that, or we're at the gold ASU, I'm sorry. We're going to set that to 10. So a Z height of 10 here. And then on top of that, for our black here, we're just going to set that at 11. And then for our ASU ring, we're going to go ahead and set that at 12. Okay, and that is essentially what our hype chain pendant looks like. But you notice here how we have a nice recess there. We have the recess of this outer border, how this kind of sticks out a little bit. It just makes, I think, for a visually interesting design. Now we could back this off if we wanted to. This outer ring here, we can alt click on that. If I only wanted to, I could go 11.5 on this. And then, yes, we still get that separation, but it's not extruded quite so much. And because it's not extruded quite so much, it does save us a little bit of print time. Not a significant amount, but a little bit. All right, so then to finish this off, as far as a hype chain goes, we're just going to have to hit Control I and go to our desktop. And let's go ahead and import those hype chain links. Probably should have gone ahead and added a new build plate, but we'll go ahead and do it now. And then all we're going to do is take this gold ring and move it over here. We're going to go ahead and center this gold ring. And we'll grab our move tool and slide it up here a little bit. Now this gold ring only needs to extend beyond our artwork here, enough for another ring to connect to it. So we don't have to have it quite out so far, maybe something about like so. And then all we have to do is connect this gold ring, control click the assembly, right click and merge. And that's all there is to it, guys. This one is ready to go. And we have to create 2 of these build plates for enough links for our hype chain. So let's go ahead and slice this plate. And there you go. You see it says slice OK. So we know that this is going to print out just perfectly. We are good to go. So that, my friends, is how we can take advantage of that new tool and very quickly and easily convert our SVG files and Silhouette Studio files into a 3D model. So hopefully that helps you out and understand how to improve your own workflow. So until next time, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or need one-on-one training or some custom files made for you, this is my contact information, so feel free to reach out via email. You can text me. You could even give me a call. I'd be happy to answer questions or give you more details on the one-on-one training we offer, and as well as if you need custom files made until you are up to speed on how to make them yourself, feel free to reach out and we'd be happy to help you with that as well.